takes, like, they are impressive. They are very, 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 very impressive.
Caitlin Clark is returning stronger, faster, and more dominant than ever for the 2025 WNBA season after a rookie season in which she faced unrelenting physical play, dubious calls, and a barrage of criticism. The coach of the Connecticut Sun ad, Stephanie White, is leading this change and has been astounded by Clark's work ethic and development. The days of opponents pushing her around, getting cheap shots, and testing her mental toughness are over. According to WNBA reports, Clark has been working out all offseason to build muscle in order to handle the physicality of the league. Her training has been intense, focusing on strength, endurance, and balance, with the aim of making sure defenders who try to push her around pay the price. Every practice is designed to make sure that no player in the league can take her off her game again. White, despite having seen many celebrities in her tenure as WNBA Coach of the Year, Clark's commitment is remarkable. Her work ethic is incredible. According to the White report, she is actively assisting Clark in evolving rather than only observing her progress. She is apparently embracing the challenge rather than avoiding it and adding layers to her game that will make her unguardable. During her rookie season, one of the main complaints made against Clark was that physical defenders would interfere with her rhythm. White, who is renowned for having a sharp tactical mind, is teaching Clark how to use aggression to his advantage rather than only taking hits. Now that she is stronger, Clark can make contact rather than waiting for it, and White is teaching her how to use her body as a shield so defenders bounce off her rather than knock her off balance. This allows Clark to control the game's physicality. White highlights Clark's exceptional footwork allows her to stay one step ahead of the defenders, destabilizing them as she moves smoothly to her destinations. Last season, the WNBA defenders believed they had Caitlin Clark figured out. They didn't just try to stop her, they tried to break her every game she faced. White knows Clark has the skill, but she's making sure she has the mindset to match. The days of letting opponents get inside her head are over, and she's learning how to bait aggressive defenders into fouls while staying focused on her game plan. Constant physical examinations, cheap shots, and jersey grabs off ball shoves from the beginning, it was evident that they were testing her fortitude rather than merely playing defense. They got what they wanted for a while. In her rookie season, Clark was targeted, injured, and battered, but instead of complaining or giving up, she did something much riskier, which she learned, and now she's returning with a fury. Clark took the knocks, stood upright, and continued playing, but the damage was evident. The same defenders who shoved her out of position last season are about to realize they're dealing with a completely different player. When they try to knock her off balance, they'll find themselves bouncing off instead. Clark made sure history wouldn't repeat itself this offseason by hitting the gym like never before, adding muscle and improving her endurance. The goal isn't just to withstand physical play. She is no longer playing to survive. Instead, she is playing to dominate physicality. Defenders attempted to outwit her last season by using season techniques, but her goal is to outlast and punish anyone who dare challenge her. Off-ball pushes and devious grabs that don't always appear on the stat sheet occasionally annoyed her, but they won't happen again. Every player who has attempted to rough her up has been studied by Clark, who now knows exactly who plays dirty, how they do it, and how to make them pay. If they try to push her, she will lure them into foul trouble. If they become too aggressive, she will blow past them for an easy bucket, and if they trash talk, she will drop a three in their face and let her game do the talking. The head coach of the Indiana Fever, Stephanie White, has been instrumental in this change. She has been teaching Clark how to use defensive aggression to his advantage, and Clark is taking it all in. Caitlin Clark was already elite the previous season, but this new, battle-hardened Clark is something entirely different. The WNBA is about to see a player in her actual prime, and the bullies are going to learn their lesson. The cheap shots won't work anymore. Clark isn't just back, she's coming for everything, and this time, no one is pushing her past her rookie phase. She's strengthened so that when detractors try to bump her, they will feel it more than she will. She's also improved her game so that their attempts to slow her down will only make her feel embarrassed, and she's mentally unbreakable. Stephanie White witnesses it firsthand during training, and the WNBA community will soon witness it as well. White is not only impressed, but she is also warning the other players in the league that Clark is now capable of handling the rough players with superior skill, precision, and an additional layer of calculated vengeance. Caitlin Clark has always been a deadly offensive weapon, but with her new body, she's going to be even more efficient. The WNBA has never seen a player with her ability, intelligence, and now elite combo. Last season, Clark's game was already electric, but there were times when physical defenders disrupted her rhythm by forcing her into tough shots, forcing her to take extra steps to create separation, and relying on her to wear her down. That won't happen anymore because with a stronger core and lower body, she'll maintain control when driving into the lane, making finishing at the rim easier than ever. Defenders who rely on physicality won't have time to react because Clark will be past them before they can even get set. Stronger legs mean more stability in her jump shot, allowing her to shoot with less fatigue and greater accuracy even under pressure when every movement is sharper and more stable. Her overall efficiency skyrockets. Clark's new physique this season will allow her to stay fresh, fast, and dangerous all year long. The best scorers in basketball know that contact is your friend. Last season, Clark was frequently fouled, but she didn't always get the calls. With her increased strength, she can now initiate contact on her terms, forcing defenders to foul her and sending her to the free throw line at will. Clark witnessed firsthand how brutal WNBA seasons are as a rookie. The demanding schedule, travel, and constant defensive pressure wear down even the best players. Because of her exceptional free throw shooting, defenders who attempt to play physical will soon find themselves in foul trouble. Each trip to the line adds easy points to her totals. Last season, Clark carried an enormous burden. She was the face of the Fever, the rookie sensation, and the one expected to single-handedly turn the franchise around. Now the Indiana Fever just stacked their roster with veteran killers, multiple elite experience threats have arrived, meaning Clark no longer has to do it all alone. Opponents can't just key in on Clark anymore, or they'll get torched by Indiana's firepower. This means Clark gets to fully step into her element, playing her game at her pace and her standard without worrying about dragging the entire team with her. This changes everything. Caitlin Clark isn't just aiming to compete in 2025, she's aiming to dominate. And with the championship window wide open, the pressure isn't just on her, it's on the rest of the league to figure out how they're going to stop this supercharged Indiana Fever squad. And here's the thing, they won't. The Caitlin Clark era is officially here. The WNBA should be very afraid. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Keep checking back.